know,
bro.
you
Yeah.
can't make it fight by fight basis, or that's when things like this happen, kind of would be happening on a grander scale and be a little, you know, quote unquote corrupt if they took that discretion away. So
Yep. And
uh,
in the other cases and things that come up all the time, they lean on the ABC to get an opinion on the referee's performance or referee's decisions all the
for
time.
sure.
We're writing reports and, you know,
Yeah.
it's usually not rule violations, usually just really poor decisions.
Yeah, yeah. I would say the decision making would probably would qualify you more as a poor ref than anything else. So that makes sense.
The number one trait of a referee, the best trait a referee can have is good judgment.
Yeah, yeah. That
That's
makes sense.
yeah, because it's and look, if you look at other sports, it's not black and white. Look, you see a guy sliding into second place and he's trying to take out the second baseman, and
Yeah.
the second baseman jumps to get away from spikes coming up at him.
Uh-huh.
The ump's going to still call the guy out at second, you know, even though sometimes his foot's off and he's throwing, whatever. Same thing
Yeah.
at first base. They don't want to get guys hurt.
Yeah.
It's the spirit of the law sometimes.
Targeting in football, there's that's discretionary. It's a lot of discretion, even like pass interference and things like that. It's a lot of discretionary. I mean, pretty much every sport has. I mean, fouls in basketball, everything
Yeah.
is kind of discretionary. There, I would say how you were saying you can't overturn those in the moment. The rules don't let you. Like you were saying, there's a panel of six people that get together and look at a monitor, like extra judges, like,
Instant
sorry, extra
replay.
refs that look at it with an instant replay and say, hey, that was the wrong choice. Let's go back and do that over because you can't do it over. So it's just a
But
little different.
so you guys are left. So the ABC is now finally not not that they did anything wrong, but finally recommending that everyone gets replay and
Okay.
everyone is sure when it's set up, it's working right and ready to go because they had
Yeah,
that's
the
one of the
the
things in New
issue.
York. Yeah,
Yeah, the issue with the in the truck, they said they didn't get the feed in time. Oh,
it's they're both there's conflicting stories
yeah.
on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which
So,
you guys were talking about on the Pro Box thing. I remember that as well.
Hmm.
but my point is, you know, this is boxing's a lot for a lot of money, and I recommend everybody get instant replay. And I'll tell you why. We have to make split second decisions, and sometimes we don't see. I was involved with a fight in Oklahoma. It was Jesse Franco against Andrew Maloney three. They had
Hmm.
just had a controversial fight in Vegas 4 months prior, where Rodriguez's eye swelled up and he couldn't see. The referee called it a headbutt. They had a 26-minute delay to see if it was a butt or a punch. It was a mess. So they come to Oklahoma, and the two fighters are like this, okay? And I'm here and I'm caught on the ropes, so I'm moving past them, right? I get to this
Yeah.
corner. When I get to this side right here, I don't know if you guys get me.
Yeah, yeah.
Both throw punches, right hands. And I see the right hands go right past each other, and Franco drops. So
Hmm.
I figured that
Headbutt.
Maloney's punch caught him.
Oh,
So I go down, you know, like it hit his face and kept going.
yeah, yeah.
I signaled down, and Franco gets over. He goes, "No, no, I slipped. I slipped." I said, "We'll go to replay. Don't worry." We went to replay. The round was over. I told everybody hold the cars. I said to the replay guy, Gary Ritter, punch or a slip. He goes, "No, no knockdown, slip." So we changed it, and everybody was ecstatic that we got it right.
That's amazing.
So replay really works. I missed something. I made a mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
Fixed it. We fixed it, and everybody was happy.
Crazy.
That's why everybody should use replay because the fans want us to get it right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And
the
it's
No,
most
better for the
important thing.
sport too.
But that's the most important thing. Just get it right.
Yeah.
We're human,
yeah.
make mistakes. All the other sports use replay. I think everybody should be using replay. It's a great tool. Takes
Right.
away,
Yeah.
especially, if it's Vegas or other places that people are betting on it. Can you
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
losing a big chunk of money because
Yeah, no, coming up to a decision and yeah, that is Vegas usually says, "I'll be quiet about that."
Oh, I forgot, I went off on a tangent. Wanted to tell you guys. You guys should go down and take in the ABC conference. It's coming up in New Orleans in the
Oh,
middle of the summer.
okay.
If it's August, July or August, at the end of July or beginning of August. And you get to take seminars and you get to see how things operate. I'm not saying go do it this year, but it's a good organization to join for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's a neutral organization. It's not a sanctioning body
Right, right, right.
that, you don't want to join a sanctioning body until you get into their business.
Yeah.
Correct.
August
Um,
1st to the 7th is when it is in New
There you go.
Orleans.
So you can go and you can see how things are regulated. There's meetings where they're making decisions and you can, observe the voting process and the logical things that they deal with to make it work. They also have a
Hmm.
committee called the Fighters Voice that represent the fighters on
Yeah.
protests and on all kinds of things. There's just a lot of good stuff going on. So between getting involved with your own commissions, getting involved with the ABC a little bit, for sure, like I would go call Danny and say, hey, I want to be involved in boxing. Is there a possibility I can become an inspector or whatever? I
Yeah.
don't know who
No,
the commissioner is in Ohio right now, but you can
I,
look it
yeah,
up. It's
I
easy.
yeah,
yeah.
I'll look that up for sure.
No, for sure. Thank you for the advice. It's definitely a lot of good information there because yeah, I got my Google searches lined up already, so I can to do my research after we conclude here.